new podcast, new champion. There you go. Mr. John Moxley is the IWGP champion of the world. And me, being a New Japan guru from back in the day, everyone's like, what do you think? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent. They passed the title around. They have too many titles. The athletes are amazing. The booking is horrible. I guess the final straw would be if he shows up for the G1, but Moxley has shown up for the G1. Out of all AEW guys, I think Moxley's the best. Some people are pissed because Naito didn't get a long run, but Naito's held together by duct tape. And if I did it,
yeah,
would be
honestly, Naito getting the belt you should be happy Naito got the belt again.
Yeah, and if the crazy part is he's insanely over, but he's held together by duct tape. Like, if you go up and slap him on the back, he just crumbles. He falls. Yeah, it's amazing what he did throughout his career. Fun fact, I was the only American independent wrestling promoter to ever book Naito. You think he remembers that? Do you think? I'll bring it up.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
Ask him next time you see him.
I will. I'll be like, Naito.
Like, do you remember working for me in America one time?
I did meet Yoshitatsu, and he remembered my son before he remembered me.
Nice.
He's like,
got a better, more impressionable.
Yeah, he's like, you're a father of real life, sexy Yama handsome. I'm like, yes, I am. But I've been going crazy, going to events and all that stuff, and hopefully this puts New Japan on the right path. Having so many titles, this ain't an attack on New Japan, it's an attack on pro wrestling. Having too many titles is bullshit.
And it's especially an attack on New Japan.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing. I take my co-author, Ray Fisher. I take him every year to Wrestle Kingdom. So the only thing my co-author, Operation Freak Show, Lucky the Orphan, buy it now, new books coming soon. The only thing he knows about professional wrestling is the research he did for my books and and going to Wrestle Kingdom every year. And even him, when he went to Wrestle Kingdom, he's like, how the fuck is everyone champ? Like, he is the most casual of the casuals. His resume says, I go to Wrestle Kingdom every year. And even him, we were just sitting there with him and his missus. He's like, how is everyone champ? Like, what is this? He's like, is this the North Dakota Southwest fucking regional champion? How? How is there so many champions? There's a part of me that's like, maybe I should be pissed at Moxley. Maybe I shouldn't. I say this. He shows up to the G1. I have no problems. You know, some people are like, oh, no, it's fucking horrible. There's also a part of me this is a part of me that the DDT fans, this is for DDT fans, this is for Cyberfly fans, this is for Noah fans, this is for All Japan fans, this is for Dragon Gate fans. Hey, New Japan, mo money, mo spoilers. Fuck you. Anyway, just had to get that out of the way. Now you are more of an AEW guy. You check in every now and then. What is your look about Moxley being the champion?
I think it can be exciting for them. It doesn't fix the core problem that New Japan has, which is that the booking is still bad.
Yeah. They have great athletes.
Like, as long as you have Geto doing what he's ghettoing, I don't think it doesn't matter who the champion is. You could get John Cena to fucking go be the champion in America where you'd get popularity just because it's him and be like, yes, we're getting US popularity, and nobody's going to give a shit.
Yeah.
You could have the biggest stars in every company come to the G1, and if it's booked like shit, what does it matter?
Yeah. He has a lot of great athletes in his company, and he books them like a 98-year-old reunion of ECW or AWA.
I say that
they can't wrestle. What's that?
I say he could have all those people and nobody would care if the booking was bad, but let's be honest, I'm still excited about the prospect that maybe Kenny Omega returns to the G1, and that's when he comes back, even if it's booked bad, just because I want to see these guys wrestle.
Yeah, and I hope Kenny gets healthy. So many wrestlers right now, you know, Big E, Kenny, we wish him the best on whatever it takes for them to get back or be happy. But yeah, if Bloody Moxley wins it, he'll be at the next big New Japan event. He'll be going against Red Narita.
I think Mox is a great guy to have a strap on, though. And for New Japan, especially wanting to get growth in America, he is a good guy to have it on.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of can it overcome the bad booking? And I don't think it can.
And if I can add something here, a lot of people are like, oh, look how great Bullet Club members are doing all across the world. Look how great NWO members did back in a day. The Shield only had 3 people. It's been like a fucking week, and they're like, we need a Shield guy as champ. Like someone on a Shield has to be carrying gold.
Well, actually, do you know that in the time that they've been known as the Shield guys, there have been 3 different times where all 3 held top gold in the companies around the world. There have been 2 different times where they all did it within the span of a week. They all held top gold around the world.
That is amazing and crazy.
Yeah.
So when their careers are done, and especially if you're not a tribalistic son of a goose,
I hope that we get a final. Like, I know Mox. I hope the Levesque era makes it possible for Mox to end up going back and having a Shield triple threat for one, and eventually the Shield doing some kind of reunion run together, because I think that would just be so good.
Yeah. Because I don't see Roman ever leaving. I don't see Seth ever leaving.
No.
So
Seth,
Mox would have to return.
I could have seen Seth leaving under Vince, maybe. Now I don't see Seth leaving, namely because I think Levesque will let him go do matches if he really fights for it. I don't think Brian would have left under Levesque, because I think Levesque would have let Brian go and do the G1 or whatever else he would have wanted.
So just to recap real quick, Moxley goes to the G1, all good in my book. The title and the company, by the hands of one Ghetto, have become kind of worthless.
Unwatchable.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even consider myself a New Japan fan. I'm an LIJ fan. That's it. If LIJ's not in the match, peace. I'm going to a different company. So yeah, that's just me. But I could be a jerk. Moxley, congratulations. Shield, you're amazing on across the world. And I think some English speakers are really mad about it. There's only 2 types of New Japan fans that I meet. And let me say, I've lived in Japan for 20 years. I go to 10 to 20 events a month, and I talk to tons of Japanese pro wrestling fans. That's my resume. Deal with it. I've only met 2 types of fans in New Japan. And I'm going to thank Cobra for this. It's shitty ice cream. It's ice cream with shit in it. And Ghetto and House of Torture is the shit in the ice cream. Now me, I'm going to All Japan. I'm going to Dragon Gate. I'm going to Noah. I'm going to all these other places because I don't want shit in my ice cream. And the other
people are like, just eat around the shit.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Everyone I met that's a New Japan fan is like, I'll get better one day. Just don't watch it. And then you got all these English speakers like, they're over. It's like, have you been in the stadiums?
Yeah, I love comments that are like, yeah, House of Torture, and I'm like, what? Hold on, you think positively of House of Torture?
Yeah.
What?
At that point, you just have no standards. It's like, yeah, I like
people
everything.
like what they like, but don't be critical of me if you like House of Torture.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Congrats,
like
Moxley.
What you like, but yeah.
And I am indifferent unless you don't show up at the G1. If you're champ and don't show up at the G1, it's so funny because there's a member of the Bullet Club, one of the young white guys. I don't know, maybe Maybe it's this young AJ Styles. Maybe it's this young Kenny Omega. One of the fucking gaijins is like, oh, you're getting fucked by Tony Khan. I'm like, well, you know what? You're kind of fucking everyone else all together getting fucked by New Japan. So, yeah, they fix that shit. But I don't know. There's sparks of interest like, oh, they're going to do it. They're going to improve. There's not. Yeah, I just watch LIJ matches. I'm tapping out of the rest of the shit. I'm just tapped out. I'll watch highlights.
You don't have it in you.
I just don't. Because, like, I never wanted to be the guy that does the same review over and over and over. And I don't want to be the guy that pays money to go to an event and there's a part of the event that makes me angry. And New Japan, it's the same fucking review over and over and over and over and over again. And, like, Pro Wrestling Noah, yeah, there's some shit that sucks. But never once do I go, oh, fuck, I wish I didn't spend money. Dragon Gate, DDT, TJPW, is it perfect? No. But Ghetto has a special power where I'm like, fuck, I wish I had that money back. I just wish I had that money back, you know?
Yeah.
Because nothing sucks more when the main event sucks balls, and you're like, well, I'm here. Should I leave early? Should I not leave early? I don't know.
The Nuge has become the company that is kind of only worth going to the big events, I think.
Yeah, but even then, they'll fuck it up. Like, the next big event has House of Torture.
House of Torture is going to be at all of them. I think if the only ones worth going are the big events where you just want to see the wrestlers that are there.
If my friends don't go, I don't go. I'm going to
I think
2
G1
Super Juniors. I'll probably go to a couple G1s, and I'll probably go to Wrestle Kingdom just out of tradition. And here's the thing.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the list. I think is the Super Juniors, the G1, and Wrestle Kingdom right now is all that's really, unless you're a diehard.
And my thing is, I made a full-time living at wrestling for 10 plus years. Like, I had a house, I had my bills paid. I made a full-time living in pro wrestling for 10 years. And now, I'm not the richest I've ever been, but I'm pretty safe. And I give back. I spend about $2,000 to $3,000 on pro wrestling, one way or another. You know what I mean? And it's just I don't feel justified giving you my money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not justified in giving you that money. I'm not doing it. I'll see you later. I think I renewed New Japan World just so I could see the Tsuji Naito match, and that's it. Like, and it's got to the point now where I've asked. Granted, it's kind of like an insulting ask because obviously I wouldn't do it. I would just pay. I would pay extra if you guarantee me that certain people wouldn't be on the card or in the archives. You just fucking edit it out. But the cool thing is,
promise
you can
I
skip
won't
matches.
have to see House of Torture tonight. If not, I want a refund.
Oh yeah. Well, at Pro Wrestling Noah, me and a few fans turned around to the people running the trucks, you know, like the equipment during Monday Magic, and we just said, "Hey, wrap it up. What the fuck is this?" When Ghetto's match was there, and then we said, "How much do we have to pay for him not to be on the card?" And here's the thing: it could have come off as bullying, but the people in the back were laughing their asses off. You know what I mean? But it could be considered bullying. God bless you, Noah. Noah's on a roll. But yeah, I just hope that it turns around and I enjoy it. That's it. But of course, saying that makes you a greedy person. I don't know. No, it's so funny. If I meet someone in Japan and they say, I'm going to stop watching this until I enjoy it, people are like, oh, that makes sense. But I've met a lot of English speakers, online of course, that are like, you're so fucking greedy. You only spend money on stuff you like. And I'm like, yes, that's how economics works. That is literally how it works.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Things you need or want.
But who knows? Maybe Moxley turns this bad boy around. He'll get, because the problem is too the economy crumbling here in Japan. Prepare wisely, kids. With the economy crumbling in Japan, they need that American money. I I would not be surprised unless something major happens to the Japanese economy. I wouldn't be surprised if New Japan had more events in America than they did Japan. Just because the dollar is
Just
so
because it's
high.
more money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that might be why they're putting the strap on him too.
Yeah.
You
So,
tour him around America, really lean into the partnership with AEW right now, and just
yeah.
try and get stars in the doors.
Yeah, because it gets to the point now where, like, it's just utterly insane, the difference. I'm just glad I get paid in American cashola 90% of the time. It gets to the point where, like, yen feels like I'm doing it for charity. Come to work for yen. All right, I'll do some charity. I'll do some charity for you. No problem. I'll get on
I
that.
don't I get paid in yen
You
technically, and then
do,
it.
and you always ask for a raise. You're like, can I have a raise? I'm like, bro, you got a 5-time raise thanks to the economy
I
crashing.
was gonna say, I think I can relate to these yen payment memes.
You're like, can I have a raise? I'm like, brother, trust me, you did. You just live in the wrong
I'm,
country.
I'm Japanese by proxy.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. Moxley, save the economy. I think that's where we went on this one.
Yeah,
It's up to Moxley to save Japanese economy. It's on
yeah.
you, Moxley.
Wrestle good.
Yeah, save our economy. All right.